Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. It is Friday, the 17th of July, otherwise known in the political game as Nomination Day. Today is where candidates across various political parties, but I'm not studying those other political parties. I'm studying the history being made today as the Progressive Empowerment Party begins step number I can't even say step number one because we have put so many steps in motion to get us to this day. Still many more steps to go, but we are taking a very progressive and massive step towards contesting our first general election. This morning's program is a special program because we're not going on for our full hour. Nomination starts at 9 a.m. and I want to give all candidates enough time to get dressed, get ready. If you look at me, I am in a hot mess. That's okay. I will kind of a little bit as soon as is over. But I did want to have a few of our candidates on this morning to help us hype up and give that excitement. Get ready for nomination day. Nomination day is where you file your papers, you pay that astronomical $5,000 registration fee, which is such a speed bump, a hurdle to democracy. And it but guess what, we have it, we made it, and we're about to embark on this very very exciting next step. Joining me this morning, our first guest this morning is member Lorena Lucian. She's our for Carney Central. She is excited, I believe, ready and geared to go. Good morning and welcome to Pep Talks in the Morning, Lorena.
Good morning, Felicia, and good morning, viewers.
And how are you doing this nomination day?
I am so excited. I am really, really excited because it's a step closer to serving my country, Trinidad and Tobago.
Now, I don't know how many people know Lorena. Lorena has been a foundation member of this party. She was one of the first few people on our mobilization team walking constituency from Toko to Sandy Grande to Point Fortin. Lorena has been on the ground. When people ask me, have we hit the ground yet? I'm like, yeah, you're out of the game. It's 3 years ago now we walk in Trinidad and Tobago. So that was just practice for the sprint, well not the sprint, for the marathon that we are about to complete and hopefully win near the end of this journey on August 10th. Lorena, you said you're excited. What has the process been like for you? I know many of us, especially, well, most of us being first timers to this, may have found that it was a bit tedious. That was it in my opinion. I did local election and it seemed like, actually this time seemed a little bit easier. I have to say because I knew the system. But as a first time person on the contesting an election, what was the process like for you?
It was a bit exciting, but we had a couple problems that were dealt with. But at the end of it, we know the prize is great. So we look back at that now as no problem. Today is the day that we have reached far, and all those little struggles seem to be out of the way. We are just excited today and happy that we could just put forward our effort to just make Trinidad and Tobago a greater functional country.
Indeed. So, what are your plans in registration? Are you going to be the first foot in?
Yes, yes, I am going to be the first. I am ready.
Documents, nice. Documents ready.
Everything, everything.
Everything in a neat
Yes,
folder. And
yes.
no, I know for well, most of us, this has been a this fundraising effort has fell squarely on our individual shoulders. Pep always says we have no deep pocket financiers, so we did ask our candidates to put that effort forward to raising their deposits. I told them treat it as your test, your run for parliament, because you're going to have to be persistent. You're going to have to talk to people. You're going to have to work with meager funds at times until we reach a period where PEP have the economy booming. So treat this as your audition. And I have to say, for all of our candidates, they really put that effort out there. What was the fundraising effort like for you? I know you got your deposit covered. You clearly have people out there who believe in you, but how was it like involving yourself in, well, not involving yourself, but what was it like using your network? What was it like reaching out to people for donations? Were they willing? Did you have somebody willing to help you? I mean, you're here today ready to nomination fee, so let's tell a story, but you tell me in your own words.
It was so awesome in that people who really believed in PP, they believed in you. They said, you know, something, we cannot do it, but you know, we have all our faith and you. We will help you to get there. And I am so thankful and so appreciated that people believe in us and we believe in ourselves because we know that PP is going to take this country forward. And we have no doubt that the time of change is now. So we are ready.
Nice. Today is a very quick program. We're supposed to have other candidates come to give us their side of things, what the excitement is like on their side. Where is your returning officer?
Where's my returning officer? You asked?
Yeah. Yes.
He is in, well, not far from where I live, very close. And he too is
Lorraine,
excited
you're a little,
to see. Yes,
I was gonna say you're a little off center. Just move the camera a little bit to your right.
sorry.
Yeah, stay right
Better
there. Don't
there?
move.
Yes.
Stay there.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
Yeah, so you're going to see a returning officer in.
And he is based in Chaguanas, and of course, he is Caroni Central. He is the returning officer for Caroni Central, and he is looking forward for me to be the first person this morning because I really want to get there and excited to do this, and I know everything will work out fine.
Indeed, our candidates have been back and forth, dotting their I's and crossing their T's, making sure that nomination day is as smooth as possible. There have been hurdles in the road, but you know what? The past 3.5 years, with a media blackout, with a largely unfunded, and when I say our members fund everything, people ask, how do you have TV programs and how you should buy this software that you can bring a live show to us every morning, and how do you pay for this and do that? I tell them, I say, you may not believe me, but believe me, our members are determined people who believe in change, who believe in hope. Lorena being one of them, a member who's now offering up herself as Karen Essential. Lorena, if is there anything you'd like to say in closing before you get ready to go and open the doors of your returning officer?
I would like to say my main goals are right now is to reach the unreached with PEP and to reach out to the constituents in Caroni Central and do the best I could do to serve the people and to serve Trinidad and Tobago my all, all that I have. Everything that I have
Very
within me, I am ready
sweet.
to go.
Very sweet and touching words, Lorena, and Trinidad and Tobago looks forward to your service. Thank you for that. Joining us on the program next is supposed to be Mr. Akil Pep, candidate for St. Anne's. Is Akil on and ready to join us? Good morning, Mr.
Morning, team.
Akil
Yeah,
Camps. How are you?
I'm all right. All right, I'm all right. Morning, Trinidad and Tobago.
Good morning, Mr. Akil Camps. And more, yes, please speak to Trinidad and Tobago. This is nomination day, D-Day. You ever thought in registering for general election, boy?
3 years ago, 3 years ago, you come and tell me you can see the future and you see that I would be into politics. I'd ask if you're crazy. I'd ask if you're, you're totally insane because this was the furthest thing from my mind. Yeah.
Well,
That's
it's 3 years
crazy.
later, and here you are, getting ready to go and file nomination papers and create history in the making. It's the first general elections being contested by the Progressive Empowerment Party, and I have never felt so ready for anything in my life. What about you? How do you feel about this?
Actually, I feel like if I were to do an exam because the road to here in terms of the last week preparations, papers filing back and forth, the ups and downs we got with the returning officer and the whole procedure of this. Have everything a little tense, right? But I think I have everything in order now and already everything in hand here. And this morning,
Boom.
God willing, will be a smooth running and on to the next phase of the whole thing. Right, looking forward to meeting all my constituents. I've been driving around, getting a feel of the area. Um, I know most of it, but I was going into all the holes, all the nooks and crannies, and the ends of the roads, and I met some nice people. I mean, I love to drive my country, especially in the rural areas, the farm areas. I think that's my special joy, right, to go in these areas. So as a plan, let's see how best we could reach out to the people, speak to them, get them to feel us, to understand, and to believe what we propose to do. And I think that's the important thing because the years of mistrust and feeling governments leave a stink in the people's mind with respect to politics. And a lot of people have turned away from politics and don't realize that they are making it worse by not coming out and vote. They are leaving it up to the sycophants and the diehard supporters who just support because they financially profit by whichever party is in government, or they accept the little handouts and the HDC house and the $300 in New Jersey, and they see that as love. That's not love. That is trickery. That's trickery. And we somehow have to get the people to understand that and realize that they have to vote in a new party. They have to put a new foundation before they build a new home. And all these old foundations that trying to say they're going to build over a new home, they've been there and they've done that and it has failed. It's time to put the TP in government and bring Trinidad and Tobago back on its feet and head into to higher level in the future.
Well said. And I was explaining at the start of the show that this process, which I agree with you, it's fairly it's so much red tape. I mean, it is so reflective of everything that we know as government. I mean, somebody came to register to get my help to register, and they gave for this thick stack of forms that so many things to fill out, and I'm thinking, and this, in this point in our lives, we can't register to be a candidate online yet. We can't just put in our credit card number and pay a fee. The fact that there is even a fee, I mean, I guess that was done to keep some of the crazies away, but crazies have money too. Look at half of the parliament; they have more money, and they have to be crazy to be to be functioning like they are. But I mean,
Mm.
as it is right now, the process, it seems very it seems to be structured in a way to keep us people away from wanting to offer an alternative, because basically, not basically, election was called exactly 2 weeks ago today. Not even this evening will make it exactly 2 weeks. Voters were given a week to register and get their names on the list, which is absolute nonsense because coming out of COVID-19, um, the office of the EBC was closed for about 3 months to the public. You're now asking a population to fit themselves into a schedule of coming down. You're telling them to social distance, so the line is even longer. I mean, it was crazy how they tried to do this, but with all of that they threw at us, and I know they were throwing those things, saying, you know what? Boom. Make sure we call election fast. The PP will be caught off guard. They can't contest this. We say, uh-huh. Guess what?
Mm.
Let me unite. Avengers unite. Let's put our feet together. Put our strength together and do this and that. We did. Our candidates out of not out of the blue, but I mean, we were just starting the process of screening, and we had to accelerate that because it was we launched our first five on the Sunday. Friday he called election, so we had to accelerate screening because the following Friday was the preliminary registration, and the following Friday, which is today, is nomination day. So even that they threw at us, and we said, uh-huh, duck and weave, come again. And we've been doing it, and it is amazing to see where we have gotten in this journey. Akil, it is amazing to sit and have this conversation with you, knowing what we are preparing to go and do this morning. And I mean, you should feel extremely proud to be a
I
part of
am,
history.
I am. But what I would also like to get across to the people, this illusion that these big parties are creating, illusion of grandeur, the vehicles with mag rims, the handouts, the giveaways they're doing on their walkabouts, the amount of people they're walking with. I just want the population to understand something. A lot of these people that they're walking with is just supporters. They don't have an idea or clue what their party is about in terms of plans and policies. When you meet a PEP supporter on the ground walking, we might be small, but we have knowledge of our plans. We know what we're about. We know what we are going to do. We wouldn't be in any fancy vehicle with mag rims and a DJ or even some soca artist on a truck singing and blaring and blasting music, right? We'll be small, we'll be strong, and we will have the answers to all your questions. That I could guarantee you. And no one walking for the PP is being paid. All are true patriots to their heart, giving their soul, giving their life, they're giving their time and coming to help us to help you in the long run to fix Trinidad and Tobago. So understand that Trinidad and Tobago.
I wanted to add that in when you said that the other parties, the people with them are supporters. Don't forget to add paid supporters, but you came in the end and said it. I mean, I have experienced that. They see them, they're jumping up, they're getting free rum, they're drinking, they're merry. Ask them one that they think their party is going to implement will benefit their lives, and they can't tell you. And that's not to embarrass them, but it is a point to the fact that our politicians have intentionally dumbed us down. They have intentionally kept misinformation from us and fed us misinformation. They've told us, you all you worth is a jersey and a fire $200 and a box of a juice. That's all you worth. And then election day comes, it passes, you go back to the same old until the next 5 years where you could get an next box of juice, a $200, free rum, misinformation, and the cycle nonsense again. But today, the Progressive Empowerment Party makes a giant leap in breaking that cycle, and it is about freaking time. You don't think so?
Correct is right. Correct is right. And I'm
Correct,
already
it's time.
going to face them and for the next how much days we have again? 23 days? 23 days to election or something around there. I'm hoping to be on the
Actually, I
ground
think
every
it's
single day,
25.
morning to night, and meeting the people and getting people to know that I'm there, because still a lot of people don't know about the PEP. We now getting the media that we deserved for the last 3 years. We now getting some of it, so it will take some time to reach all the people, and I'm hoping that that time is not too long. I'm hoping people have enough time to be able to go on our website and read our policies and get to understand what we are prepared to do for the country, and vote based on those policies, and not um, he's stripping us with the race and all of this nonsense. Right? PP is here to bring to you a better form of governance in Trinidad and Tobago. And I urge you all, support us.
Well said, Akil. Anything to say in closing?
The most I could say is Saint Tanzis, I'm here for you, and put me there to do the things that I am proposing and the PP is proposing to better the constituency and by extension the whole country. That's about it.
Well said, and thank you for joining me this morning, Akil. All the best in nomination this morning. Are you going to be there bright and early, 9 a.m.?
Well, already. So
Make
just
sure,
gonna do
like
a
when
few
you're
things down
traveling,
here and
make sure, like when you're going
say
on
again.
a flight, you check, double check, and triple check everything. I don't call man, say, oh God, Felicia, I leave my phone. But I know Mrs. Camp's not going to let that happen.
At all.
All right, have a great day today, and we will touch base after nomination, right?
Cool. Same to you. All right, Trinidad and Tobago.
Bye-bye. All right, joining us next, I believe we're supposed to have Miss Natalia Moore. Yes, there she is, looking rather fabulous this morning, Miss Moore, with that one-sided hair pulled to the. Hello, sis. Good morning. I'm not hearing you. You're on mute. Is your microphone on mute?
Oh, good morning, Felicia. Hearing me
Good
now?
morning, Natalia. Yes, and a very, very sultry voice this morning. Good morning, Natalia. How are you?
I am fine, thank you. Are you ready for nomination day?
I am not ready. I mean, in terms of my documents and everything I have, yes, I'm ready. In terms of me and my look and my hair and everything, no. I have on this pep t-shirt here, but the bottom part still needs some help. I don't know what I'm wearing yet, but you know what? I plan to look fabulous because like I told them, I come for this walk. Sign me up, and I'm looking fly doing it. But in more, yes, I am ready. So tell me, it's nomination day. How do you feel?
I think I'm on the same page as you. Document wise, I'm ready. I am ready. Um, Still a bit shaken. It's an experience me because this is the first time I'm doing this. Um, Honestly, if we had better government, I don't think I would be doing this. So it's kind of a bit, but I'm ready. I'm ready, and I'm ready for them. I'm ready to represent Laventille East. I'm ready to be that person. Laventille West, sorry.
Yes, indeed, Laventille West. And this morning, you are going to your returning officer for 9 a.m. I know this has been a tremendous journey for all of us. For you in particular, for those who don't know, is also the head of the PEP Youth Arm. She's also our youngest candidate. She came and blew me. She took that title away from me. I was boasting that I was the youngest candidate until Natalia came and screamed. But no, I mean Natalia is a young progressive woman, and I want to say it is about time we see more young women in parliament. It is about time we change that. We dust out the cobwebs of them old fogies who have been coming in and
Exactly.
warming benches
Young
for
fresh ideas.
I
I was
know.
on a walk in Eastern Quarry when one of the older gentlemen in the community, he told me, new broom sweep clean, and I will forever repeat that sentence.
Like that. I love that because Natalia, you're looking around the world now at some of the most progressive and advanced nations, and what they share in common are two things. The leaders are very young, at least young in
Hmm.
comparison to what has been the history of their politics and history of politics across the world. And two, I'm very proud to say this one, they've been women. So you are adequately and perfectly poised, Natalia, to take this political landscape by surprise. You are poised to make a clean sweep. I mean, Trinidad and Tobago, we have our politics is so antiquated, but the Progressive Empowerment Party, I mean, it's in our name, progressive. Our politics is so first will. It's so revolutionary that we are encouraging and empowering youths and young women like Natalia to step up and step forward and lead. And that is what we create in this party as leaders. Create followers. When I told them it is your responsibility to find your deposit, I remember in the beginning some of them were like, what? And then coming down to the end, seeing the kind of effort and work they put into this, I said that take it. I said it earlier in the program, take this as preparation. It is preparation for the many tasks that you are going to have to face in government. Natalia being one of those people who took that task and ran out, bolted out the stable with it.
Felicia, Felicia, I'm going to be honest with you. I believe yesterday, I got a bit of bad news, and I was like, okay, how am I going to pay this public? Because I got a bit of bad news. And I did it in one day, and I'm very happy, and I'm very thankful and grateful for the people who decided to come on board and support me in this venture, because they believe in me and they believe in my capabilities to make a better Lavender West.
That is exactly what I want to hear, Natalia. I think it's exactly what the nation needs to hear. Young, passionate, energetic woman, well, ready and willing to serve her country. You have the full support of the Progressive Empowerment Party, and I know your faith in Parliament, your presence in Parliament, Natalia, would make a tremendous difference for the youth. And I hope you're pushing that on your campaign, that as a leader of the
Yes,
poor youth in your
definitely.
community, that you plan to bring so much hope and opportunity to them, that you understand what they face, you understand their plight as a young educated woman having to find your way through a society that doesn't make space for anybody, that jobs are not available, um, education, you get in a degree, but what can you do with it? You can't own your own home
Exactly.
as a young
You know,
person.
it's
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 go ahead.
it's time that young people represent young people, because we are the ones that know the issues that are facing young people. You know, I know the issues that are definitely facing young people in Laventille West. For one, you don't get there are specific areas that don't have meal. Oh my god, meal. What what is that? I
Delivery
can't remember the name of it. Yeah,
at the
they don't have
school, meal
delivery.
delivery. Yeah.
Yes, and one of the residents were telling me just the other day that if they have to get mail, they have to go get it themselves in the post office, because there's nobody working in that area to deliver mail. So none of them have mailboxes, and I was very surprised. It's those things that you only know and find out when you actually walk those communities. And you know, 5 years you could have put in mailboxes, get a mail route inside of there. Nothing like that was done.
Hmm. I saw a PNM local government councillor post that every 5 years the circus comes to town, and a PEP member responded on it and said, it's good that you know that every 5 years you'll pave, because that's what happens. Thankfully for elections, we get paved roads and water comes in your pipe, and you wonder, whoa,
Mhm.
how we open our pipes today and there's water. But every 5 years, all of these stunts and still no fundamental changes. Something so simple but so important, Natalia, as what you just mentioned, meal. people may not even think about that who have access to mail. But for those who don't, it's an issue and it is a concern that I know they would appreciate you for championing and taking up for them. So we're running out of time for this morning. I know you didn't get that much time as compared to everybody else, but please just give us your last closing comments as we prepare to go to the fifth nomination day this morning. Talk to me and your constituents and your country of Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad and Tobago, the time is now for a better Trinidad and Tobago. In all honesty, we have been doing something over and over and over for the past 56 years, and it's time that we take a breather. We take a breath in, we take a breath out, we look at the possibilities for the future and vote policies. Vote for somebody who can fix the issues that you need fixing in your community. Vote somebody who wants to hear your opinion and your solutions to problems that you face and put them into action. Vote something different for a change. Yeah, that's all I have to tell
Very
Trinidad as we go.
well said, Natalia. And it is nomination day, so I wish you all the best. Early, I know we're all preparing to go there at 9. I definitely need to wrap up this show now to go get prepared and figure out which bottom am I going to wear to match this lovely pepper. Um, I wish you a really great day today. Don't forget to check in and just give us a thumbs up that everything went successfully.
Will do.
All right. So, Trinidad and Tobago, we have neared the end of our program. I'd like to thank my 3 candidates who came on this morning to just get us excited about the Lorena Lucian, our candidate for Caroni, Caroni East or Caroni Central. Oh gosh, I got it for me. Lorena is Caroni
Carney
Central.
Central.
Yes. Akil Camps, yes, Akil Camps, our candidate for St. Anne's, and Natalia, our candidate for Laventille West. I wish them all the best. And this morning, thank you, everybody. I have to say this. I have to look into the camera to say this. Thank you. Oh, there's me. Oh, look at me. I really hated my hair that day. But you know what? My smile, I think it showed. Somebody said that they went and they checked out all the pictures on the PNM page, and all they saw was lies in the eyes of the candidates. And one thing I can say, your eyes tell a no, your eyes tell a story, and every single photo of the Progressive Empowerment Party's candidates, you saw everything. Say we stand for honesty, genuine. They look genuine, and I mean, it doesn't help. It also helps that we kind of good looking, but just that
Yeah,
just
it
I
does.
mean that has nothing to do with the job, but it's a little sprinkle on top. But I was saying thank you to everybody who has gotten us to this point. I know I joking and I laughing, but this is a very serious matter, and we would not be here, Trinidad and Tobago, and wherever you are overseas. Some people are not even Trinidadian born, but they so believe in what we are doing. They believe in this mission that they were willing to step up and help in some way. You have gotten us to this point, and I thank you so very much for making our dreams a reality, our hope for a better nation. We're one step closer to bringing that to all of Trinidad and Tobago, and it would not happen without your support, financially or otherwise. It's the end of the program. It's time for me to go comb my hair. It's time for me to get ready to leave here and put my name on that registration list. Natalia, Akil, Lorena, and all the other 30 something candidates of the Progressive Empowerment Party. I wish you a very wonderful day today, a very wonderful nomination. I will be calling all of you at 10 a.m. on the dot to make sure everything is copacetic. Trinidad and Tobago, when next you hear from me, I will be your official nominated candidate under the Progressive Empowerment Party for Diego Martin West, Natalia for Laventille West, Lorena for Carney Central, Akil Camps for St. Anne's, and the rest of the slate under the Progressive Empowerment Party. It is going to be an awesome day. Thank you for watching the program with us. Please share it so the others can see and build on the excitement that is about to be this day. Let us have a great day, a great weekend ahead. We are going to have a Monday program on, I will tell you what station, we will reveal it soon. Look out for that. But in the meantime, remember to stay together by staying apart. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day and weekend ahead. Bye bye.